Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together, we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Thankfully, no, we're more than halfway through the day. Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Meteorologist Elise Ushman.
Meteorologist Annea Scales.
And thanks for joining us for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus on this Thursday. We're more than halfway through the day and more than halfway through the week.
Exactly.
So we're really getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting towards the weekend. And if the weekend weather was like this, then it would be a great time to head outdoors. We're seeing partly cloudy skies right now, pretty sunny, but it's fairly warm. I guess that was just kind of a tease to the fact that things are going to change heading into the weekend. But right now, the currents, it's certainly a late summer feel outdoors. We're in those lower 90s across the area. These are the actual temperatures. It feels even warmer. Those our warmest spot right now at the moment, Vicksburg, at 92, but feels like around 101. I know a few areas we're getting into the triple digits this afternoon, and tomorrow it is likely to be the exact same case. Feels like upper 90s, lower 100s across much of the area. Our actual high temperature not too far away from where we are right now. So within the next couple of hours, we could get a little bit warmer, 92, 94 in some areas. Tomorrow expected to be pretty much exactly the same, if not slightly warmer, mid 90s for afternoon highs across the area. And a lot of sunshine, heat index values likely a little bit warmer than this, lower 100s possible again. We don't have a heat advisory already in effect right now. We don't really expect to have dangerous heat across much of the area, but it'll be pretty warm, kind of closer to that level than we have been lately.
Yeah, especially in the southern delta tomorrow, there's a chance that maybe you kind of get closer to the upper 90s and the mid 90s, and then you factor in the mugginess. The National Weather Service indicated maybe they'll issue some heat advisories for that southern delta region, but most of us are not going to be under a heat advisory. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter if it feels like 102 or 105. It's still kind of dangerous heat. So you still need to take those extra heat safety precautions. It's going to feel hot and muggy regardless of whether we have any alerts out there.
Yeah, just keep in mind summer weather. Even though it's September, it's
still summer.
Yes, the end of this week certainly feels like it. But one thing we don't really anticipate worrying about tomorrow, showers and storms. We just expect partly cloudy conditions just like today. Now, some models have indicated some of those stray patchy showers in the area. I think this one might be a little bit overdoing it, though.
I agree.
We really have dry air moving in throughout this week. We have seen that, but that is going to change after Saturday. That's when we are going to have a frontal system moving through, and you can see that line kind of approaching the area already by around 9-10 a.m. on your Saturday. That's when we'll see those scattered showers, and that's when we really have meaningful rainfall in the area. Some lightning, some thunder possible. We are not expecting widespread severe weather, though. There is a level 1 out of 5 risk already for North Mississippi for severe thunderstorms when it comes to this system. We'll have to watch that to see if they really extended, but overall, We were not looking at a widespread severe threat, just noticeable rainfall across the area. And this coming along with a frontal system will finally bring us a noticeable drop in our temperatures. So while we're talking about mid-90s for the end of this week, by the time we head into our next week, we'll see some more cool weather, temperatures back towards fall-like conditions.
Especially in the mornings, heading out on Monday, we're looking at upper 50s to low 60s, and we'll still be there out the door on Tuesday. So I highly recommend you get up a little bit early, soak that in. The afternoons are also not going to feel too bad, mid 80s, and it'll feel like the air temperature because this air is not only cooler, it's also going to be drier, and that also aids in us cooling off more through the overnights because dry air heats and cools more efficiently. So really another little taste of fall. Things kind of even out once we get to the middle and end of next week. Not looking at a lot of rain chances for you and not looking at too hot of temperatures. The mugginess, of course, will start to creep back in. That's just it's just normal for the southeast.
But at least for the start of next week, it'll be very dry. But just like Elise was mentioning, the temperature is creeping back. We will see the 90s starting to move back into the forecast towards the end of next week. So like she was saying earlier, definitely get outside at the early portion of next week if you can. It'll be very dry Monday, Tuesday, pretty pleasant out there. But just keep in mind, even though our temperatures are in those upper 50s to lower 60s in the morning, wear layers. I wouldn't go ahead and put on the sweater just because of the low 60 degrees outside when you get on the bus or leave for work. Just keep in mind, by the afternoon, you will be sweating.
Yeah. Exactly. But that's pretty much it for this first alert forecast. We got Dixie Litton and Brenda Hayes watching. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everybody else, even if you didn't say anything, for joining us for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. We'll be back at maybe 3 and then 4 and 4:30. There will be a show on at 3, but it's Studio 3. Sometimes I don't have time for the weather there. That's okay.
As of right now, we plan to have weather.
So tune in, Studio 3, WLBT News at 4, 4:35, and 6. And Dave and I will be here with another check of your digital forecast at 6:30. If not, we will see you tomorrow, and you have a great rest of the day.
Bye.